Welcome back. While you may know that Metropolitan Human Services District offers help for adults that are dealing with addiction, did you know that they also offer services for people of all ages? They even help those with intellectual or developmental disabilities like Down syndrome or autism. These services not only help those suffering with the disability, they also can provide much needed support for their caregiver. Joining us now is Donna Francis, the Director of Intellectual and Developmental Disability Services. What a title! And Brenda Lackings, whose son has a disability. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank you.
Absolutely. Now, a little birdie told me that March is a very special month. What is the month of March?
March is Developmental Disability Awareness Month.
Excellent month for a lot of awareness. It's very important.
That's right.
You all offer a lot of different services.
That's
Tell us
correct.
a little bit about those services you offer for the developmental and the intellectually disabled.
That's correct. So at Metropolitan Human Services, we offer supports and services for family members and caregivers that have a loved one, son, daughter, brother, sister who's living with a disability. The services are brought into the family's home, and
great.
they're used to provide assistance with activities of daily living.
Such as?
Such as assistance with personal care, hygiene and bathing, assistance with dressing, assistance with preparing meals. They also support people to go into the community. That helps them to integrate and socialize in the community, to have friends, to do shopping, budgeting, money management, planning for their daily medication assistance, doctor's appointments. So the array of services that we provide is to support people living with disabilities in their communities, whether it's in their homes or to help them to access services in the community.
Absolutely.
We also support them with employment. So a person who wants to work, who may need extra support with working, is supported with job coaching to support them on their jobs and to look for jobs.
All things that I feel like a lot of people need to have, and it's great that you all work with them, especially going to their homes, because sometimes they don't want to leave the comfort of their own home, but you all have the opportunity to go and help them. That is excellent.
That's right.
Now, Brenda, your son has a disability. How has the organization helped your son and you as a caregiver?
My son has Down syndrome, and I have always been able to reach out to Metropolitan and other services. However, as a parent of a child with a disability, it can be overbearing at times. And with walking with Metropolitan, it has made life much easier. Now, you can't just walk up there immediately because many doors may shut in the process of trying to get there. But I always encourage parents to never give up. If one door closes, another one will open for them.
And what do you say to the parents out there who maybe are just too afraid to ask for the help because they aren't alone?
I want parents to be fully aware, not just parents, but I want the community to be aware that we are in this together. And the more they are informed of this, the less we have the reason of denial. So when we can make our parents empowered and stronger, we can afford for that individual to have a better quality of life.
And what's great is not only do the patients and the people who come there get a community, also the caregivers get to talk to other caregivers who may be going through the same struggle.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Which is great. Community helping community. I love
We call it a
that.
circle of support.
Circle of support.
That's correct. Everyone needs a circle of support, whether you live with or without a disability. We all need people to help us. And so with people with disabilities, that's no different. You know, the more they have people who love them and care for them, helping them in their circle, the more they're protected and they can have a quality of life that they desire.
And a lot of people are probably wondering, like, oh, how much does this cost and stuff like that. You all have some things where you work with many different types of people,
That's correct. And there's no cost for these services.
No cost.
These are state-funded, federal-funded services. So the only requirement is that you have to have a disability. You have to meet the definition that's defined by our state, that people need to be assisted in walking with mobility, assistance with care, self-care, being able to communicate, being able to live independently and self-direct their own care. If you have significant limitations in 3 of those areas, then you will qualify for our services
Which is
at
definitely
no
services
cost.
you need. No cost.
No
I'm
cost
telling
to
you,
you.
again, the circle of support is there. You just need to go and find it, especially if you live in one of those parishes we
correct.
just showed you right there. Well, look, ladies, thank you so much for joining
Thank
us
you
this
so much
morning.
for having us.
Congratulations on everything.
Thank you so much
You are
for
so
having
wonderful.
us.
Tell your son I say hello.
I certainly will.
Of course. Now, hey, if you want more information about them, you can log on to MHSDLA.org or call them at 504-568-3130. There are a number of locations, including one at 3100 General de Gaulle Drive in New Orleans.